Hello all, hope you are doing alright. As you remember, we recently have learned how to trade RSI Divergence with my special 4 steps trading technique. Please watch that video first before this one, because this video is all about examples of that trading technique. We are gonna go over many examples from Forex, cryptocurrencies to stocks. If you are ready, let's start. Before we start, do you remember the 4-step technique? Please watch that video first. However, briefly. 1. Confirm RSI divergence, the disagreement between price and RSI indicator. 2. Confirm tradable higher highs and lower lows. You cannot trade every higher high or lower low. 3. Confirm boxes and parabolic action. This was a secret that I showed you in my previous video. You have to understand the momentum. 4. Finally, we have learned how to enter a trade and place our stop loss order. Our first example is Bitcoin. I have to admit, I use this strategy with coins more than Forex and stocks because it just works really well. I just use 5 to 20 times leverage, depends on how much I trust the position. Now, this one is a textbook example of how I trade my 4 steps RSI trading strategy. Step 1. I confirm the RSI divergence. As you can see, it is a perfect divergence. Next step is confirming tradable tops and bottoms. Now this one is our first significant high. As you know, I never trade first and second tops or bottoms, because I have to see my first box. If you don't know what a box is, please watch my first video. It's a simple difference between higher highs and lower lows. Let me draw the boxes first. This third higher high is a tradable higher high. However, it does not fit my 4-step technique. Box length is almost the same and there is no RSI divergence. My third box is smaller than the first and second boxes. This tells me that momentum is being lost and the market structure may change soon, so I can trade the 4th higher high. Step 1, 2, 3 is checked. Now the main question is that, is this the top or will it go higher? I don't know yet. Step 4 is all about confirming entry. Now, this big green bar needs to be taken out first. However, I see a stock RSI crossover at the top. This is a great sign for me. As you can see, finally, it's being taken out. This is my entry. My stop is the top point. And my take profit is generally 1 hour or 2 hour, again depending on how much I trust the position. Let's play the trade. This is how I trade, guys. This is what I do with cryptocurrencies and Forex, using leverage most of the time. Let's see another example. Let's give a Forex example. USDCAD has this significant and nice example. And there are many more like this one. As usual, as step 1, we have to check if there is an RSI divergence, because divergence is the core of my 4-step trading technique. A real divergence is happening. I like this one a lot. Step 2. Let's determine tradable lower lows. This is also critical to trade. This is our first significant low here. And this one is the second lower low. And as you know, I never trade first and second lower lows, because my first box appears after the second lower low. Let me draw the boxes for you. This is great. My second box is smaller. This tells me that a possible market structure change from a downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, let's see. RSI divergence, check. Third low appeared, check. Smaller box appeared, check. Now step 1, 2, 3 is confirmed. Step 4. Let's check the entry. First, always check if there is a stock RSI crossover at all. As I can see, it's great. My final step is about beating sellers. This large red candle should be taken out by buyers. Finally, bulls step in, take out this giant bear candle. Great. This is my entry right here. My stop loss order is around at the bottom. However, if you are more conservative, you may place a tighter stop. It depends on your risk-reward ratio. If I use leverage, I take profit around 1R to 1R or 1R to 1.5R. If not, I may use 1R to 2R. It's all about your risk appetite. Okay, everything is set. Let's watch the trade. There are some coins I cannot have enough day trading and scalping. These are Dogecoin and Shiba Inu coin. I'm sorry, I'm pretty bad with the names and the pronunciations. However, these two gives me so much money in a short time. At the same time, the risk is also greater. Let's check the coin. I think that you have already learned my first step RSI divergence trading strategy. How simple it is, you see it, don't you? Let me go through again, because practice and repetition is the key to learn to trade. Step 1. Confirm RSI divergence. Step 2. Determine tradable higher highs or lower lows. This is the first significant low. This is the second lower low. This is the third lower low. This is the fourth lower low. Step 3. Draw boxes. As you can see, the second box is bigger than the first box. Although the third lower low is a tradable bottom, due to the box size, I never traded. However, our third box is smaller than the second box. This is great, a change in momentum which I love. Step 1, 2, 3, checked now. Step 4, determining entry. I'm checking this stock RSI crossover. Yes, it's here. Nice. Finally, I need buyers to beat this large bearish red candle. And this will be my entry. My stop loss order at the bottom. Let's run the trade. If I was using 10x leverage, which I love while trading coins, I would end up with a 100% gain. This is crazy. Let's go through one more example so that you can truly see how to trade RSI divergence with the 4-step strategy that I've created. I'm checking out USDAUD this time in a 30-minute time frame. A significant RSI divergence happens right here. I'm quickly drawing my boxes. However, this time, the second box is almost non-existent. This is also a double bottom pattern, which I'll teach you soon in other videos. Double bottoms with RSI divergence are significant market structure change signals. As you can see, everything is obvious here. RSI divergence, smaller box, third lower low to trade. Almost nothing else to the left, just determining the entry. This final red candle should be beaten by buyers. So my entry would be right here. I'm also confirming with stock RSI crossover, which gives me a signal it is a good trade. Now placing my entry, stop loss and take profit orders. Everything is set, let's watch the trade. Okay people, this was another trading with examples video covering of how to trade RSI divergence with my 4-step formula. As you know, I create 2 videos for everything, 1 technical teaching, 2 examples of that technical teaching. Please watch 2 videos together to understand everything completely. I hope you gained some useful knowledge about trading and improve yourself. Everything I do is free and I love teaching other people. Please help me to grow this channel and reach more people by subscribing and liking it. See you soon guys, take care.